Hi everybody, Ross and My Hammers 11. Hope you are all safe and well. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, hitting the bell icon so you may know anytime I put new content on. As always, I'd like to thank our lovely channel sponsors, Untuck It. Check them out in the description below. It's Father's Day soon, so I want to get him some new clobber. Get the old man some new clobber. Check out Untuck It. Or if not, check out Manscaped. Give him the gift of freshly shaven balls. All the deodorant's quite nice, or they do nice t-shirts and boxer shorts and all that type of stuff. If you go to manscaped.com, put in the promo code WestH20, you get 20% off and free delivery as well, or free shipping, as they say in the States. But anyway, just happy to help. It's another episode of Naval Era. We're rapidly coming to the end of the series. I believe we've only got maybe another 2 episodes, he wants to say. We've got, if you haven't seen it before, go back and watch it. We've done all the way from A to S, and we've gone over almost 100. We've got 191 players we've been through. Cool. And Mark Nable's played with every one of them in his 17 years at West Ham. Obviously, next year will be his 18th year, 18th season at the club. And today we're going to be concentrating on the T's. Not as a long episode as the S's. I think the S's was our longest ever episode. So we've got the T's, and the next episode after that will probably be U. Maybe put UV. I don't know. Maybe U and V together, maybe, or UV, and then W and Z, WYZ, and then we'll do the cinema roll of all of them. But yeah, I think we've only got, how many we've got today? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 players. So yeah, let's crack on. So in terms of what we do like a little guess who as well. So you know, it's not like here's next player. I like to give a little bit of suspense. You know, string it out, add a bit of excitement to it all. And so here we go. Let's just make myself full screen. And as always, we'll take out Mark Noble, not literally, figuratively. So this player, he made 90 appearances for the club, scored 3 goals, was part of our championship, particularly our championship promotion side, and Big Sam brought him in amongst others, amongst Kevin Nolan and people like that who we've already had on the show, on the series so far. From best days were at Bolton, cracking left foot on him. Matty Taylor, first off the bat, good old Matty Taylor, liked him, honest player, a very honest player. And I like that Alpari kit as well, that Adidas one. That was quite nice. Next up, I think I've got the long sleeve version of that. Next up, oh no, oh, I wonder who he could be. This man only made 29 appearances for the club, scored 7 goals in that time. Arguably, only really turned up with about 10 games to go of those 29 appearances when Curbs came in, basically, and sort of told him to just stay up front. I don't know, obviously told his interpreter, because obviously having spoken to people like Anton Ferdinand, people like, he never really learned English. So I imagine it was through an interpreter. And part of obviously the Great Escape, you know it is already, Mr. Carlos Tevez doesn't look happy about being in the Noble Era. And obviously just recently retired Carlos Tevez. And obviously he brought back the crossed irons, didn't he? Obviously people were doing it during the 70s and the 80s. I've seen newspaper clippings of people signing for the club and doing the crossed hammers, but no one started. I don't remember anyone doing it until Tevez came back for Man United, which was mental. You know, and a hero's welcome he got when he returned back with Man United and with Man City, and also the when we played Argentina, when Argentina played at Upton Park, when he came on. Very, very bizarre. But he just got the fans, and the fans got him. Next up, a man who only actually made 1 appearance for the club, but his His legacy is well, we know his legacy with DT38. Obviously, we famously retired the number 38 shirt with him when he unfortunately passed away due to cancer. It's Dylan Tombides. Dylan Tombides was number, so he's still in the squad, which is great. And obviously DT38, all the great stuff that they do for the charity, and I know Joe Seeley's doing loads of stuff at the moment. So yeah. Dylan Tombides, he gets a shout out because he only played one game, but obviously Mark was playing in that team, so he is in it. So yeah, it's brilliant. At least he's part of that group. Next up, a local boy, one from the academy, 243 appearances for the club, 11 goals, reliable, dependable. Played a lot of right back as well. One season where we were needing a right back. Sadly, we sold him to Crystal Palace for bugger all money, I'll be honest. And I was gutted because, after we sold him, there was a couple of injuries to our centre-backs and he would have played a lot more games. I would get him back. I'd have him back. I think he's a great, particularly with Mark leaving, I think he'd be great just to have as a squad player, I'll be honest. Mr. James Tomkins. Always liked James Tomkins. Dependable. Never got the recognition he deserved in terms of England or anything like that as well. But partly because he played for West Ham. Mark Noble never got the recognition for England either. So, but yeah, top man, top boy. Obviously, big West Ham fan, and came through the academy and stuff like that. And 243 appearances. That is a lot. Next up, a man who didn't do so many appearances than James Tomkins. In fact, it was only 8 appearances, no goals. He was one of those ones, right, where there's certain players where they, you hear of them from elsewhere. And when I heard we were getting him, I was so excited because I thought, do you know what? Bilic is brought a good in here. He's a great, he was at Besiktas, wasn't he, at the time? And I thought this guy's going to be mustard. He's exactly what we need. Stocky. He'll just get to the byline, cross him, but he never did it. And unfortunately, the picture I picked pretty much represents his 8 appearances in the club. No goals. Gokhan Tore. Poor old Gokhan Tore. What could have been? Because he went back to Besiktas and was brilliant again, and so it just didn't work out for him. It was a beta of those sort of transfers, wasn't it? Sort of Jose Fonte, Arbeloa, people like that just didn't work out. Next, a loan signing, another loan signing, part of that famous patch era where we had people like Ilian and people like not this guy, I almost said his name, David Di Michele, Luis Jimenez. We had loads of these sort of small, sort of foreign-based loans, and a lot of strikers. This guy was an absolute legend on things like FIFA and stuff like that, and Championship Manager. He played 17 times for us. He scored 3 goals. The Spanish wonder himself, Diego Tristan. And that was probably the worst patch in the patch era, wasn't it? Because that was a horrible material, that SBO bet material. I liked it when they put the number. They had like a number with like a nice posh font. That was my best patch, I'd say. What was your best patch? Comment below. What was the best patch that we had? And lastly, a current member of the team, of the squad. I didn't do the thing. It's all compared. Nathan Trott, by the way, just in case you didn't know who it was, has made 1 appearance. Obviously, when he came off for the was it the FA Cup? One of the cup games he came on. For Fabianski, of course. And obviously that was Mr. Noble was in that team. So despite the fact he only made one appearance for the club so far, Mark was in that squad, in that team. So therefore he counts. So we've had 2 of those. We had him and Dylan Tombides, who both only made 1 appearance for the club, but both ended up being in the squad. And that's it. And that's it for the next episode of episode T. We are now at 198 players. Who will be our 200th player? I'm just looking now. Not a great one, I'll be honest. I mean, I think Jordan Hugel was our 100th player, so big props to Charlie Walsh for that. So yeah, we're up to 198 players, and as I said, after this we'll have a couple more. I think we'll have the U's, V's, and W's together. Then we'll have Wides and Zeds. There's 2 more episodes, and then we'll do 1 roll call episode under some lovely music, and we'll just go through all the. I don't think I'm going to be able to do all the players. I'll be honest, there's 200 and something players I'd have to find pictures for, but we'll do like a cinema roll call, you know, like the credits at the end. But anyway, hope you all enjoyed that. As I said, little short one today, but if you're new around here, give it a like, give it a share, give it a subscribe. And for myself, take care, everyone. Stay safe, wash those hands, get those jab appointments when you get your texts from the NHS and stuff like that. Your youngsters are next in line, so make sure you get them. Cover your irons, and I'll see you again very, very soon. Take care, everyone. Much